Welcome to JaMS Malware Bootcamp. We're excited to guide you through our educational module on malware. This project was created for our Info 415 cybersecurity final, driven by our interest for security research and the need for accessible malware analysis education. Let's jump right in. Our bootcamp is structured into key modules, covering everything from basic malware concepts to advanced analysis techniques. Let's start with the fundamentals. First, we introduce the different types of malware, including worms, ransomware, trojans, bots, and rootkits. Understanding these categories is essential for recognizing threats and how they operate. Next, we explore the history of malware, from early experiments like the creeper worm in the 1970s to modern, sophisticated cyber attacks. This section highlights how malware has evolved alongside cybersecurity defenses. To analyze malware, we need the right tools. This module introduces VMware Workstation for sandboxing, VMware Hardened Loader for secure VM environments, Procmon for process monitoring, and Wireshark for network traffic analysis. Each tool plays a critical role in malware research.
Attackers use obfuscation or tricks to hide malware from security program detection. Polymorphic malware changes parts of its code but still works the same, while metamorphic malware completely rewrites itself to stay hidden. Knowing how these work helps us to stop them. Code packing is another way malware hides from security tools by compressing or encrypting itself. We mentioned counter techniques such as using machine learning algorithms to determine the likelihood that a file is malicious. Next, we will show you how to set up a secure malware analysis lab. This includes setting up isolated VMs, installing essential tools, and implementing security measures to prevent accidental infections. Now I'll be diving into the video. Before analyzing malware, it's crucial to set up an isolated, undetectable virtual environment because modern malware is designed to detect virtual machines and alter its behavior to evade analysis. To secure this environment, we're going to use VMware Workstation, a powerful virtualization platform that allows us to run multiple operating systems on a single machine. This provides isolated environments where malware can be safely executed without risking the host system. We will also use Windows 10 LTSC, a lightweight, stable operating system that minimizes unnecessary background processes. Here I'm also going to increase the disk size to help mimic a real computer. Next, we're going to modify the MAC address, a unique identifier assigned to a device that allows it to be recognized on a local network. This 12-digit code is going to enable devices to communicate within the same network. However, to prevent malware from detecting that it's running a virtualized environment, we modify the MAC address, making the virtual machine appear more like a physical device. For a deeper analysis, we're also going to turn off Microsoft Defender. Because antivirus is great for protection, it can also interfere with malware execution, which prevents us from observing its true behavior. To further evade detection, we're going to use VMware Hardened Loader, a kernel driver that hides our VM's virtual nature from malware. The kernel driver conceals the virtual machine by intercepting and modifying system calls that malware often use to detect virtualization. Malware typically checks for specific indicators, such as hardware identifiers or known virtualization processes. So by altering these system responses, VMware Hardened Loader masks these signatures, which tricks the malware into perceiving the VM as a physical machine, thus preventing it from altering its behavior or evading analysis. Finally, before running any malware, we always want to take a snapshot. So we're going to go into VMware and take a snapshot, which essentially acts as a safety net. This is going to allow us to restore the virtual machine to a clean state after testing, which is an absolute must for any malware analyst. And by following these steps, we're able to create a stealthy, controlled environment for malware analysis. The setup also ensures accurate observations while keeping your system safe. Dynamic analysis examines malware in action. We cover the 4 primary methods: process behavior analysis, file system activity analysis, network traffic analysis, and registry and system configuration analysis. Each technique helps uncover malware behavior without relying on source code. Now we'll be going into 2 demonstrations of dynamic analysis. Let's dive into the first one. I'll be going over process analysis and its role in dynamic malware analysis. Process analysis is the practice of examining how programs behave on a system, which is crucial for detecting malware. Malware often creates hidden child processes or triggers certain actions to avoid detection, and analyzing these processes can reveal suspicious behavior that might otherwise go unnoticed. To perform this analysis, we use two key tools: Procmon, which is a Windows tool that tracks real-time system events like process creation, file changes, and registry modifications. We also used Wireshark, a powerful network analysis tool that captures and inspects network packets, helping us see if malware is sending data or receiving commands from an attacker. First, we'll launch Procmon and click Capture to start recording the system events. To visualize malware's behavior more clearly, we use the process tree feature in Procmon. This showed us a suspicious program called earchivedesktop.exe, which had several child processes running beneath it. Among these child processes, we found PowerShell.exe, often used by attackers to execute malicious commands. ScheduleTasks.exe is a persistence mechanism that schedules tasks to run under specific conditions. In this case, we found that the malware created a file called VBX, a malicious payload that was stored in a specific location on the computer. To further investigate, we checked Task Scheduler, a tool that manages scheduled tasks in Windows. Under the Update section, we discovered that the malware had configured itself to execute @logon, ensuring it would automatically launch whenever the system rebooted. By understanding these tactics, from creating hidden child processes to using scheduled tasks for persistence, we were able to gain crucial insights into how the malware embeds itself in a system. Now we'll dive into the next demonstration. We're going to explore the critical insights from analyzing a malicious application using Procmon. As we dive into the analysis, we'll first observe the application's self-replication process. This involves creating copies of itself, which is a common tactic used by malware to ensure persistence in the system. Here we're going to analyze a piece of malware called ratdemo.exe, which is essentially a stealer malware, which is a type of information stealing malware designed to extract sensitive data from infected systems. Here we actually see it's copying itself by opening keys that are used for self-replication. This here can be a red flag, as we find a cryptography function, which are algorithms that secure data by transforming them into an unreadable format, often seen in encryption. Although these functions are crucial for security, without proper justification or transparency, it also indicates malicious intent, such as attempting to obfuscate data or hide unauthorized access. Next, we're going to notice the application is initiating a communication with a command and control server. This connection is alarming, as it often signifies that the malware is sending stolen info or receiving further instructions from the attacker. In our case, we see the malware is sending sensitive data, including session cookies and encryption keys, over TCP to the command and control server. Effectively recognizing these network behaviors is crucial for cybersecurity professionals, as it allows us to identify and mitigate threats effectively. By using Procmon, we were able to track these activities in real time and gain invaluable insights into the malware's operation and intent.
Moving on to static analysis, this focuses on examining malware code without actually running it. This means breaking down its code, checking out file details, and spotting anything suspicious. It helps us understand how the malware works before taking the risk of running it. We'll be transitioning into the demonstration. Hi everyone, today we'll be diving into static malware analysis, a crucial technique for understanding malware without executing it. So let's break it down step by step. First off, we'll be identifying the file type by using hexadecimal analysis, HXD, and also command line tools. Many malware files disguise themselves by changing extensions, but if we recognize executable signatures like MZ, 40, and 5A, as you can see here, this will help uncover their true nature. Next, we'll generate a hash to uniquely identify the malware from the file. Tools like VirusTotal will help us compare the hash against known malware databases, which will reveal its history, behavior, and any potential threats. Going into strings analysis, extracting hidden strings from the malware can expose command and control URLs, embedded commands, and potential attack methods, which is a key step in understanding how the malware operates. Now, we'll be unpacking packed malware. Many malware samples use packing techniques to evade detection, so using tools like EXEinfo and PE Studio can help identify packed files, allowing analysts to unpack and analyze the actual malicious code. For tools and indicators of compromise, using multiple tools like HXD, hash calculators, and PE Studio provide a comprehensive analysis. This helps detect indicators of compromise, such as suspicious imports or packing signatures that indicate hidden threats. This is just the beginning. In the next video, we'll move to dynamic analysis, where we'll safely execute malware in a controlled environment to observe its behavior in real time. Stay tuned for that, and thank you for watching. That's a quick look at JaMS Malware Bootcamp. Whether you're new to cybersecurity or looking to deepen your knowledge, our modules provide a strong foundation in malware analysis. Thank you for joining us, and happy learning!